championship game in the new expanded Big Ten. And there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. And we have a surprising matchup here today. What an opportunity for an unranked team to win the conference championship and get into the college football playoff with a big upset statement today. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Tailback, another carry. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense has picked up the football going the other way. He's at the 50. Past the 40. Inside the 20. Can you believe this? It's a fumble return for 2 points the other way. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Hand off with a single back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Crucial third down play coming up.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Ball carrier tackled there.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. They're going to run it. They're going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down. Blocker's not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Trojans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. It's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period. Begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Got him for a sack, a big play, made them one of the senior leaders in this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern California. Just ran away from the defense.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
Well, there's a great example of a defense selling out to stop a third down and short. At 3rd and 2, looks like they put everybody up near the line of scrimmage, and when the back got free, he's able to go and pick up huge yards because there's no safeties back there to slow him down.
And we're going to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
1st and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route or the field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance and try to get that touchback.
4th and goal position. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they'll run it into the end zone. So now it's an 11-point lead. Kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Looking for the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
4th down and very long. The offense still on the field. They're going to go. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And the Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here. 2nd down, looking to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. Tackle made it to 13, but here we go. A red zone opportunity. The Trojans with 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important 2nd down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Finding some room at the 25. Great effort there to make something happen, but they bring him down, and that will wrap up the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside the 5. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw. The catch is made. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. They've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught quickly. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Pop pass on the jet sweep. Spins away from defenders.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have had a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They come to the line on third down, try to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. We'll see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires this throw and is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 10. Touchdown, SC. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Try to run this one in. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit just a field goal. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession. They've thrown a pick 6 last time out here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Extending the play now. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
He runs it into the end zone to stretch the lead from 9 to 11. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looking to create better field position. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They've got him down out near the 40.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He stays alive. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Got space looking for the end zone here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball in the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the running back takes the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll hand it off. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. The clock runs down here in the third quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it second and short. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
It's a quick grab. He's swarmed by the defense. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he will be stuffed for no gain. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for a 6 on 4th down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely throws the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
He gets him 2 points, making this a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Buckeye offense onto the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They've converted one of their two fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Shotgun, handoff inside, tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. For a fourth down completion. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, down lead in this football game by more than a possession. They obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Pocket breaking down. So it's second down and long here from the 13. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down play coming up. Off to the back and keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. Here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's the spin move. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here. Using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
The offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Well, he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.